Welcome to Tannoah Travel Tips. In this video, we will cover the 22 most beautiful castles in Europe. What is it about castles that make tourists want to see them so much? The astounding constructions not only get us closer to realizing our fairy tale dreams, but they also display some of the greatest architectural designs, boast breathtaking natural settings, and perhaps even play host to a few ghost stories. Europe, where it seems like you can't visit a city or go on a road trip without running into some sort of royal residence, is probably the best area on Earth to locate breathtaking castles. The Scottish Highlands, the Bavarian Alps, and the Mediterranean coast are just a few of the places where you may see ancient stone walls, sky-high towers, and bridges that arch over sparkling moats. As a reminder, if you enjoy this video, please like, share, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And remember to hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future videos. For those planning to travel, check the links in the description for the best hotel and travel deals. These are affiliate links, and if you click and purchase, I will earn a commission at no cost to you, which helps support the channel. So are you ready to see the top 22 most beautiful castles in Europe? Stick around to the end, the top 3 will make your jaw drop. Coming in at number 22 is Orebro Castle in Sweden. It's difficult to overlook Orebro Castle, an ancient-looking stronghold perched on an islet in the midst of the city, the 7th largest city in Sweden. The castle was built in the 1300s as a fortification, as demonstrated by its tall granite towers, thick walls, and surrounding moat. It was also used as a jail throughout its construction, so it features all of the windowless dungeons and horrific torture rooms that make these antique castles even more eerie. At number 21 is Eilean Donan Castle in Scotland. Scotland is nearly overflowing with ancient stone castles and ruins, but Eilean Donan Castle stands out. Perhaps it's the castle's picturesque bridge and moss-covered walls, or its beautiful setting among highland lochs. Perhaps it's because it inspired the design of Dunbroch Castle in the Disney Pixar film Brave. Whatever the cause, it's a definite must-do in Scotland. If you're visiting Scotland, you'll want to make sure to see Eilean Donan Castle. At number 20 is Trakai Island Castle in Lithuania. Trakai Island Castle, reconstructed in the second part of the 14th century, is situated on a postcard-perfect island in Lithuania's Lake Galv. Trakai is approximately 14 miles west of Vilnius, so you can easily drive out to view the Gothic-style buildings, brick and stone chapel, and breathtaking surroundings for yourself. It is Eastern European's only castle built on an island. You may get to the lake by walking across a 300-meter-long wooden bridge. The castle contains the Trakai History Museum, and tourists are captivated by antique frescoes, exquisite stained glass, secret passageways, and night games held in the castle yard. At number 19 on our list is Castello di Miramare in Italy. Castello di Miramare is located about a 30-minute drive north of Trieste, the beautiful center of Friuli, Venezia Giulia, and boasts one of the most gorgeous sights of any castle on our list. The castle, made entirely of Istrian stone, was erected between 1856 and 1860 as the home for Maximilian d'Asburgo and his wife Carlotta of Belgium. The complex is a synthesis of several styles, including medieval, Gothic, and Renaissance elements, with the Salle di Maximiliano being particularly significant. The castle presently serves as a museum. Number 18. Egeskov Castle, Denmark. Egeskov Fortress, built in 1554, is renowned as Europe's best-preserved moat castle. The 280-year-old hedge mages and two structures with 200 windows and 66 rooms make up the Gothic-style castle complex, and there are sadly only 6 bathrooms. The castle is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is one of the most popular tourist destinations in Denmark. The castle is open to the public in the summer months, but it's best to contact the castle's tourist office for information about operating hours. Coming in at number 17 is Frederiksborg Castle in Denmark. This spectacular Renaissance castle, built in the early 17th century, is on 3 lake islets in Hilliard, just north of Copenhagen. The castle complex is well known for its beautiful grounds and the Danish Museum of National History. King Christian IV erected Frederiksborg Castle in the early 17th century, and it is the greatest Renaissance structure in the Nordic area. The goal of the structure was to showcase and elevate Christian IV's position as a great European ruler. As a result, the castle is lavishly decorated with symbolic and ornamental features, such as the magnificent Neptune fountain and the marble gallery of the King's Wing. At number 16 is Bled Castle in Slovenia. Lake Bled is one of Slovenia's most popular destinations for several reasons: emerald waters, a church-dotted islet, vistas of the Julian Alps, and of course a Disney-like castle on a hill. Climb the woodland route and get a close look at Bled Castle's orange-roofed turrets and 11th century walls, and then turn around for some of the most picturesque views of the lake you'll ever see. At number 15 is Castel del Monte in Italy. Picturesque Castel del Monte, about 3 hours from Naples, lies on a rocky slope in southern Italy, proving that castles need not require moats and pointed towers to be magnificent. Emperor Frederick II erected the citadel and fortress in the 13th century, and his culture and creative vision can be seen in the complex's precisely octagonal towers, which combine classical and Muslim architectural elements. Coming in at number 14 is Kylemore Abbey in Ireland. Connemara is one of Ireland's most beautiful locations, with mountains and valleys, lakes and streams. Kylemore Abbey is located in the midst of the Connemara Highlands. This magnificent edifice was constructed in 1868 as one of the finest neo-Gothic castles of the time. The chapel and gardens have been substantially rebuilt, and it is now a Benedictine abbey maintained by nuns. At number 13 on our list is Alcázar de Segovia in Spain. The Alcázar de Segovia was previously a medieval fortification, but after a fire in 1862, it was reconstructed in its current castle-like architecture. Visitors may now explore its various rooms and secret corridors, as well as its museums and towers overlooking Segovia's main center. Inside, you'll find some similarly beautiful interiors, including stained glass windows, polished suits of armor, sumptuous dining and dance halls, and room after room of canopied beds. At number 12 is Predjama Castle in Slovenia. The Gothic-style Predjama Castle, constructed straight into the side of a 404-foot cliff that conceals a network of cave passageways, is arguably one of the world's most stunning castles. Trips to the castle, which is located in south-central Slovenia, are offered all year, while hibernating bats in the caverns limit subterranean tours to May to September. Number 11, Corvin Castle in Romania. This 15th century Gothic fortification may not have inspired any vampire books, but it has enough terrifying elements to rival Bran Castle, including exteriors of double-thick impregnable walls, enormous drawbridges, and innumerable rectangular and round towers used for surveillance and prisoner housing. View the vast dungeon and torture room within, as well as the ruins of the bear pit, where human corpses were fed to the castle's resident bears. Number 10. Pena Palace in Portugal. Pena Palace, located on top of a hill in Sintra and inspired by German Romantic architecture, resembles a Disney castle with its pink and yellow turrets, ornate buttresses, and comical gargoyles. The interiors are similarly impressive. The beautifully carved ceilings and walls of Queen Amelia's rooms, as well as the dazzling all-white reception area, are not to be missed. And as an added bonus, Sintra is only 40 minutes from Lisbon, so there's no reason not to go. Coming in at number 9 on our list is Hohenzollern Castle in Germany. This gorgeous castle, perched on a 768-foot cliff in the foothills of the Swabian Alps, is more than simply pretty to look at. It is regarded as a vestige of 19th century military architecture due to its numerous towers and defenses. It's possibly most impressive on cloudy days when it rises up above the fog like a true castle on a cloud. Take one of the guided excursions, but remember they fill up quickly, or explore on your own when you arrive. For those who like, there is also a lovely beer garden within the castle walls. Number 8. Chateau de Chillon in Switzerland. If Chateau de Chillon appears familiar, it's because the Lake Geneva edifice inspired Prince Eric's palace in Disney's movie The Little Mermaid. Since the Bronze Age, the chateau has served as a stronghold, arsenal, jail, and count's dwelling. Lord Byron glorified the region in his 1860 poem, The Prisoner of Chillon, and it is now a popular day trip destination from Geneva, since it is just approximately 2 hours by vehicle from the Swiss city on the opposite side of the lake. Coming in at number 7 is Schonbrunn Palace in Austria. With over 2.7 million tourists every year, Schonbrunn Palace, the old summer palace of the Habsburgs, is Vienna's most popular tourist destination. The 1,441-room Rococo Palace is a national architectural, cultural, and historic landmark. The palace and its extensive grounds have a 300-year history that reflects the evolving preferences, ambitions, and goals of successive Habsburg emperors. Since the mid-1950s, it has been a popular tourist destination. Crowds gather to admire the palace's Baroque architecture, stunning gardens, and on-site children's museum. Excuse the foreshadowing from earlier on our list, but at number 6 on our list is Bran Castle in Romania. Romania has several gorgeous castles, but none are as well known as Bran Castle. The former house of Queen Marie of Romania and the basis for Bram Stoker's 1897 book Dracula, the national monument lies high up on a hill near the boundary between Transylvania and Wallachia, offering spectacular views of the surrounding mountains and forests. And now for one of the more unique castles on our list, at number 5, Chateau de Chenonceau in France. The entire Loire Valley is brimming with gorgeous castles, but Chateau de Chillon certainly tops the list both in terms of beauty and appeal. The present chateau was erected in 1514 on top of an ancient mill, with the signature bridge and gallery added some 60 years later. Today, the river-spanning structure and accompanying gardens are among the most popular tourist attractions in the country. At number 4 is Hohenwerfen Fortress in Austria. Hohenwerfen Fortress, another ancient Highland fortress, is one of the most beautiful places in Austria, and that's saying a lot. The 900-year-old castle overlooks the picturesque Salzach River Valley, approximately 35 miles south of Salzburg, and hosts Christmas markets and falconry displays. Number 3 on our list is Neuschwanstein Castle in Germany. The fact that Disneyland's Sleeping Beauty Castle was heavily influenced by Neuschwanstein Castle makes it one of the most well-known castles in the world. The magnificent edifice, which was initially constructed in 1886 as a private retreat at the request of reclusive King Ludwig II, features a cliff-top locale, exquisite chambers, and draws some 1.4 million people annually. Coming in at number 2 on our list is Catherine Palace in Russia. The Catherine Palace, located near Pushkin, about 15 miles south of St. Petersburg, is a must-see on any journey to Western Russia. It is one of the world's greatest examples of Rococo architecture. The vast tower, commissioned by Catherine I and extended by her daughter Empress Elizabeth in the 18th century, shows the design features associated with the movement. Think curves, soft hues, and secular light-hearted themes. Oh, and there's nearly 220 pounds of gold on the building's exterior. And rounding out our list at number 1 is the breathtaking Chateau de Chambord in France. While it is not one of the most well-known French palaces, as in Versailles, Chateau de Chambord is unquestionably one of the most beautiful. The enormous house, located inside a forested park in the Loire Valley, adds plenty of drama to the landscape, and that's before you see the swirling staircase, elaborate ceilings, and 17th and 18th century furnishings inside. So there you have it. Those are the 22 top most beautiful castles in Europe. Leave a comment of any of your personal favorites. I can't even imagine being like King Ludwig and having one of these castles as my private retreat. On behalf of Tannoah Travel Tips, thanks for watching, and we hope to see you soon for more exciting travel tips.